Will imagination win out against reality when you're dealing with quite intense emotions and, well, feelings of loss and not actually having to deal with them? What appeared to be, on the surface, a fun, bubbly kind of show about high school kids is tackling some issues that is kind of relevant to pretty much everyone. And in the previous episode, Rika is discovering some weird things that she's not quite sure what it all means. I'm not sure the Rika can work it out herself without some serious help from the others. But let's see. Their little club sign thing that they were making there is far and above everything that was ever made at my high school. I liked his hair slowly growing back. Rika seeming somewhat subdued over there. Oh, okay. She was looking kind of sad. So I thought that actually meant something. Well, they've got this storeroom. Well, Ishiki has a few other issues in his corner, so... Right, so it's that kind of... Okay. So we leap ahead. Weeks, months, years, and no progress has been made. And of course you avoid everyone when you've... yeah. I mean... Can't exactly say that it's far too... well, straying too far from reality for a lot of people. I have found that there are certain songs in shows that I've been watching that come into my head for no reason. One of which being several of the Overlords, but that's kind of obvious. But another one is this. I'm not sure why. Suzette Kumin talking. That was rather fast to read, but I got some of it, yes. So, just like dealing with past things with her dad, she's not dealing with this either. Oh, she was trying to catch up with the swing. I get it. And no one's gonna question her on her behaviour for the past however long it was. Why did they all have to repeat it? sure, you can make that leap of assumptions, but he's not explaining things dramatically well. And she's just angry that she was left behind. So she's trying to sync up with the swing, and they synced up their disbelievement. Is that a word? And because he was absent-minded, they have to have pizza. That pizza looks fairly bare bones, but at least they got some jalapenos on there. How did she get under the bed? Is his window open? That was kind of impressive. Sure. Going through his nice backflip. Going through his possessions. I don't think you can say an entire magazine is his type. I don't understand that. She's even avoiding eating. Very little has been said. It's only now that they... If he hasn't acted and you haven't acted, aren't you as useless as well? Well said. And what, so... Well, at least she said it. None of that bloody family likes dealing with anything, do they? He's not allowed. Okay. Through sheer determination of running away, she ate one. Yes, taking a nap is street performance. I mean, it's better than some of the stuff I see when I go walking through the city, but... I guess that she might turn to Kumin over anyone else. But she's not really explaining it in a way that she's going to understand, though, is she? Is it just your eye? And now you're going to explain... Oh, she is actually going to explain some of the effects. Yes, his eyes are definitely dangerous. So he's got to deal with an issue that no one else is detecting. The only way they know how. Through physical pummeling. And rolling around with light effects and steam and whatnot. How diligent! And then straight back to the pose. You gotta teach them how to do the work, not just give them answers. She was telling them how to, you put the line there and all this. I've never got the idea of Feng Shui. Huh? Poor Ishki! I'm sure he would have loved to play his guitar. I wonder if he's actually still practicing. It's not for the past, it's for what's about to happen, I'm guessing. Yep. You've got to ask yourself, though, are these feelings you're getting, are they a bad thing? Nothing's changed? You've got to move a bit faster than that. That was the point. So him acting as usual isn't exactly going to assuage her feelings of something being wrong, that is. Someone's got to tell her, though. Remember, his eyes are dangerous. I wish my eyes were actually a defined colour like that. Instead of halfway between green and brown. Oh dear. Him and timing don't seem to get along. Well, Ishiki and anything don't seem to get along. Well, at least it was an achievable goal, as long as she's not asleep. So he's yeah, he's not. Are you just gonna come out and explain everything? Just hearing his name sets her off. Somewhat of a forced laugh there, methinks. Why has she got butterflies on her head? Ah, I understand the butterfly now. Moving things a bit fast in your mind, aren't they, Nibatani? Ah, okay, so she can't blend the two and explain it with her magic and darkness and whatnot, so. You say that? The jostle of the umbrella just then. Poor cat. No, she didn't get far. What are they actually intending for this performance? Well, she knows how to act around people, doesn't she? Instantly on board. She's probably one of the best people to put in charge. You've got a good way of reeling her in, so yeah, the hair's quite useful sometimes. Giving her direct instructions. Useful. Close, not quite. Yeah. But in a roundabout way, she did kind of ask. If she's close enough to hear Rika ask him, they're close enough to. Yeah, just don't look. It's fine if ignorance is bliss and all that. You. Ah, this is a perfect opportunity. So, fail. Out. I mean, could be a compliment? So why do they have to burn the roof now? I see. Haven't heard of suspension bridge effect before, but I'm guessing it's the whole. Oh, this is like, whatever. Probably not in the same way that I'm thinking. Oh well. Getting round to asking took your time, mate. well, the natural world is kind of amazing. Completely terrifying when you look at it properly, but quite amazing. Careful. Where you gone the other side? Luckily, this will really kick things into gear, as long as she doesn't fall and go into a coma or something. I know that this is like a tense situation and all, but really? She's not safe yet. Why does it look like his hand is under her skirt there? Perfect! Maybe best not to interrupt. Unfortunately, it did take a life-threatening situation. Yeah, nice. A 360 pan around kind of thing. Quite good cinematography. Unfortunately, she's now going to associate the feeling she has for him with the feeling of danger. That could lead to some hairy situations. But it has definitely cemented him as being this hero type figure in her mind, hasn't it? I guess it does. In how I was thinking of the suspension bridge, when you're a bit scared, other things heighten emotion-wise. Not just the physical height of looking at your peril if you fall. But at least, steps forward have been made for once. It is a storytelling thing that I've seen quite often, where it's like 6 months later, nothing has been done. Why not? Then I look at my life. Year and a half later, nothing has been done. It's good that this kind of ragtag bunch of misfits have made the club together, because if they were all kept somewhat separate, well, I dread to think what would have happened to all of them. I was thinking that couldn't he have gone a bit out onto the roof to pull her up, but that's not really safe, and the additional weight of her, well, of him trying to pull her, would probably cause issues. Yeah, sure. So probably was the clever idea to go down to the floor below. So yeah, I might not have been the best in that situation. I also might be completely overestimating my sense of balance. Let's hope I never have to put it to the test. Now, I've never really been a huge follower of like the whole romance and feelings and whatnot when watching shows. But of course, you'd have to be something to not feel at least slightly warm when it actually somewhat works out. And the little jolts that she gets when she's realizing. But those little waves, I guess, where you have no idea what you're doing, your mind goes blank, and it's just pure. Well, you don't think about anything else, it's just the person that you're enamored for. I think I remember what that was like. But this show is, it's got a lot of things going for it. The script isn't too bad. It's actually going with a plot, unlike some of the other, you follow just the character progression kind of thing, and like their daily interactions, which isn't a bad thing, it's just, there's more to it than that. Some of the animations in this have been quite nice, some of the music. And camera work. Camera work on a drawn show is something that is quite unappreciated sometimes, but when it's done well, my god, it looks good. Hopefully we'll see some more. And hopefully you'll be there with me. So if you have enjoyed, please let me know. Liking the video, commenting down below, sharing it with all your friends is a great way to make me a bit more high profile, and as well as giving me the motivation to grow, as well as granting me some power. But ultimately, as long as you're all having fun and wanting to come back for more, that's all good. So hopefully you're feeling all warm and bubbly. If so, you might want to get some rest. I'll see you in the next one.